Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. 319, guys. Hey, 551. Hey, can. Punch right. Tonight.
Fields going to throw right away. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Here's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Hey, here we go. Go, Rig. 18 Cardinal, 18 Pioneer. 19 tight.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Russell. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense.
70 red. Come 19. No, 70 Timberwolf. Hey, check that. Check, Panther. Roll.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kyle Williams. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Black Knights are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Fields. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they've been pretty solid against the pass toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Here we go. Hey, Ken, green light. Eat you!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
Let's go.
Slot man moves right. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Here we go, son. 551. No mas. What's right?
The slot man in motion right.
Go.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
But
there's 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
60 Maverick. Ready.
2nd and 4. They'll check this down to Henderson out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here.
The tackle is at the 48-yard line.
Mustang 19, Buffalo 18. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kyle Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Black Knights have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. To throw is Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Hall want to give up the middle. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Here we go, son. Move the drag, move it. Transfer. Right.
Now Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Option play. Here's Hall.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They run it with Hall off the option.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. First down. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Jets.
Fields now to throw. Quick slant here to Smith.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Jets are back within a score.
When you see a successful bubble screen, doesn't matter what the distance, the first thing you have to think to yourself is, that's really good blocking in the perimeter, usually by extra wide receivers.
And here the blocking turns into a great play for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it?
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 71 yards.
And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that.
And now it's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
But there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And shutting him off, now open field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, New York.
Easy. Hey, 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Fields throwing again. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Good.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Eat you. West right there. You got a mini base. Why not? Go.
Here's Fields.
And he'll go down, right down at the 20-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
39-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's a pickup of 6.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
45-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11, Panther 60, Panther 60. Warrior 70.
They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Go!
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
19 Lions.
That's good.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He'll look to throw here.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Cup 19. Cup. Get up. 18 Pioneer.
Looking to throw. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
22.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Arian Smith
With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Jets 17. Harrison Davis to kick off.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Go.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Trevion Henderson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
29. Jets, 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. In motion left, Hardman. From the gun, here's Fields. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this season with the Jets winning that ball game. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now it's Fields.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Don't jump. Ready?
In motion right, that's Wilson. A shotgun snap, Fields.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Fields pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Ready?
At the 35-yard line.
18, Pioneer. Nice press, Warriors, 17.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a second and 10.
Seven Pirates, 70 rate. Get up. 60 Vikings, Mustang 19.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Russell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready.
Up the middle is Henderson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Dragon
At the
60,
Jets'
Buffalo
16-yard
18.
line.
Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man, that's Henry. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Black Knights would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Black Knights 36, Jets 17.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Bronco 8, 70 Lions, 79 Bronco, Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a game of 18.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
19 Lions. Warriors 70.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Short pass caught by Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Call that a gain of 11.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he stopped immediately there.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Again, it's Henderson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Ready.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd and 6. They set up the screen for Henderson.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
19 Lions. 70 Timberwolves.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught at the 20.
He's going to have the 1st down and then some.
Touchdown, Houston.
Kyle Williams
With touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year.
And the Black Knights take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Go.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Green 19, get that.
Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Green 19.
Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. In motion right, that's Hardman. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, sir.
In motion right is Wilson.
Turbo, sir.
To throw is Fields. Out to the right here to Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 30-yard line.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Again, Fields. And a completion to Wilson. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7th.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 7-yard line.
Go.
Back to throw, Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. This one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Jets 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Hall again on second down.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed two, but only got one. Fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here we go. 19 seconds. Go get him. Go.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on.
Right.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was a good, strong run for a first down, and they are just dominating right now on this drive. They've stayed on the field, which consequently means the opposition's offense can't get out there and score any points.
Here we go, set. 58, move here, set. Right.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now third down and 7.
Here we go, set. 222. Right.
The ball comes out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 331, 331.
They'll give the Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
319, you got that? Go.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Houston, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland.